a lot of them are still joining. Yeah, hi everyone. Okay. So hi Vian.
Hi.
Okay, so as you guys know that this session of ours is also going live in YouTube. So we are streaming there.
This is streaming. Hi.
Okay. Yes.
Hi, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
So I can see a lot of them joined. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Okay. That's so much. Okay, so slowly we can start, guys. So once again, everyone, welcome to our Premier Chess Academy. And before we start, just let me start with a small introduction of mine. Few of them, I think, knows me before as their coach, but yeah, for most of them, my name is Subhayan Kundu, and I'm here as a chess coach in this Premier Chess Academy. And also, I'm playing chess for the last 16 years. So from there only, I will be sharing some of my experience with all of you guys. Okay. So I hope everyone is very excited.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Are you an international master?
Okay, so still I'm not an international master, but I have 2 international master norms. So still one to go. Let's see. Okay, still I can see that
Wait,
so
why
many
are
of
you
you guys are joining.
Wait, why are you rated?
Yes?
Why you're rated?
Sorry, Paksh, I can't understand you. What?
Why are you rated?
Why I am right-head?
What's your rating, sir?
Okay, my rating. Okay, my rating is 2363, my FIDE rating. So I know it's a starting off with you guys. So slowly, after learning so many things, you guys will also reach out there one day. I wish you everyone all the best. Okay. So I think everyone can see my chessboard.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So before we start today's session, I think everyone definitely got to know about today's topic, right? Which is king work.
Yeah.
So everyone, I think, really excited about what is this. Before, some of them definitely didn't hear about this name. But today we are going to look for some of the interesting games we will be analyzing, and also in some points of the game, I will be asking you guys about what we exactly need to do in this position. Let's see. Okay. So first game we are looking for here, I will be saying from the white side mainly, we will be looking. And the game is being played against 2 Grandmaster. They are very strong Grandmasters. One is called the Nigel Short. He is an English Grandmaster and also a very strong player and also a world chess champion contender. Won once his time. And black is also a very strong Grandmaster named Jan Teenman. So we are not going to dip in the player's history. But okay, quickly let us start with the game. So white started with pawn to e4 and black goes with knight to f6. Yeah?
That's the main move.
Yeah, that's the main move, definitely. So most of you guys definitely play e4 only, right? The king's pawn opening?
Sometimes,
Yes, sir.
sometimes
Okay.
I play. Sometimes I play. Sometimes I play the. I play e5.
Okay. Can I request everyone that as we are going live, guys, so can everyone be in a mute? That whenever I will be asking some of you guys, so you guys can unmute yourself and talk. Okay. So
Yeah,
everyone.
I'm already on.
Okay, yeah. So everyone try to go in the mute, and if anyone wants to say anything, you guys can drop me a message in the chat box and I will go through everyone. Okay. Okay. So black goes with knight to f6. And he's attacking the pawn, we all can see. So white pushes the pawn and attacks back the knight on f6. So black knights come to d5. We pushes the pawn once again in the center. Black goes with the d6 and we go with knight to f3. So till this point, everything is just normal we are facing. And here, this is an opening called the Alekhine defense, which is being played from the black side. And this is a bit unconventional opening. I mean, nowadays, this is not that famous. Some before, at that time, it was being played. Okay, so black goes with pawn to g6. He's trying to develop his bishop through the g7. White goes with bishop to c4. Black goes with knight f6. And white comes back with the bishop on b3. So the bishop comes to g7. All the natural moves both from the sides is being played. We go with queen e2, knight c6, and we complete our castle. So black also castled over here. As we all know that we should definitely in the beginning, we should go on quickly castle and safeguard our king. Okay, it feels like that black might have played bishop to g4, right? It looks a bit tempting over here that we can pin the knight on f3. And also black is threatening to capture this pawn in the next. Okay, so let us come with the first thing over here, that what do you think white is going to do? Is it a good move with the black pieces? I mean bishop to g4?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's a good move?
Yes, yes,
I think
definitely.
we will play c3.
Yes.
I think it
Okay.
is.
Yes.
Okay, so anyone
Yeah.
from the white side, what should white do here?
Queen 3. Queen.
Okay, not everyone at a time. At a time, guys.
Bishop x f7.
Okay, who said this? Bishop takes f7?
Me. Karthi.
Okay, very good, Karthik. Yes, bishop takes f7. Okay, yes, Vivan, you want to say something?
I want to say that white would play c3.
Okay, you are saying white can play c3. Okay, c3 is also possible, I see. Not a bad move. You're protecting the d4 pawn. But when we have a tactical shot over here, see bishop to f7, it looks great. I mean, we can capture the pawn, and when black is capturing it back, and then what we can do? Any discover
Knight
attack?
g5.
Push the pawn.
Yes.
Knight on
Knight to
g5.
g5.
Knight on g5.
Yeah.
G5.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, knight to g5. And we are putting up a check over here, and also we will be capturing the bishop in the next move. So for this reason, black didn't go with bishop to g4. Black captured the... Okay, black goes with castling. And now we go with pawn to h3. So now black is threatening to go with bishop g4. So white just stopped it by playing h3. Okay, black goes with a5. The idea is very simple. Black is threatening to go with a4. So we block it by playing a4. Captures the pawn. We also capture it back. Okay, black goes with knight d4, attacking our queen. We capture. Queen captures the knight. So till this point, we can say that everything is going good from both the sides. And right now we can see this e5 pawn of white is under attack by black pieces. I mean, black has two attackers on the e5 pawn with the bishop as well as the queen. But we only have one defender, which is the queen on e2. Okay, I can see someone raised his hand.
Did he play the rook to e1?
Okay, rook to e1. We can play definitely. Okay, Shivan, you raised your hand. You want to say something?
Yeah. Can't we
Yes.
push our pawn to e6?
Okay. Can we push our pawn to e6? Yes, it is possible, definitely. But if we push the pawn to e6, we can see that this bishop on g7 will get opened up. I mean, the diagonal he's getting, right? So we won't be allowing that. I mean, the pawn on e5, as much as we can keep it,
E6.
this one is blocking the bishop on g7. So we will try to put the pawn on e5 only. So I think before someone said rook to e1, right? So we are going to play that.
I said that.
Okay, very good. So we can play e6. It's not even a bad move. But in e6, I feel black can go with f5. Right?
Yeah, but
I
does
mean,
it block your bishop on c8?
And
yeah, definitely that does say the bishop on c8 gets blocked. But also this bishop on g7 here gets a very good open file, right?
And can you play ampersand?
Okay, no, n% we cannot do. N% is different. For doing the n%, the pawn should have been in the 5th rank. We all know. Right? The pawn is right now on the 6th rank. So we cannot do the n%. Okay.
Only
Yes.
if in e5 and then f5 and f6.
Okay, f6 also we can play, but f6 what happening? Still the bishop on g7 is blocked. So we want to open up the diagonal of the bishop. So we will go with f5. So maybe for these reasons, white didn't go with pawn to e6. So white simply defended the pawn by playing rook e1, which is also a simple move.
But next move, will white play e6?
Okay, next move. Definitely can play white e6, but after rook to e1, black only played e6 himself. Okay. So white stopped playing e6. Now we go with knight to d2. We have to develop all the pieces. Knight to d5. Black also centralized his knight in the center. We go with knight f3, which is very logical. That was our idea behind knight d2. And the queen goes back to c5. And okay, now from here, can we try to make some plans? What should do you think white played?
bx d5.
Okay, Bihan is saying bx d5. Anyone else?
Bishop e3.
Yeah.
Bishop e3.
Yeah,
Bishop to e3, fine. Any more moves? I got.
You can play the bishop captures the knight on d5.
Okay, this I think I saw that two of them saying bishop to d5. Okay, possible. We can capture the knight on d5. Any more moves?
The queen to e4.
I think c4.
Bishop
Okay, someone said something with the queen.
Bishop to e3.
Okay, bishop to e3.
Bishop
Okay.
e5.
Bishop to
Queen to
d5.
d5.
Okay, I heard someone said something with the queen. Anyone?
Queen to e4.
Okay, who is this? Queen to e4?
Devansh.
Can I get the name?
Devansh.
Okay, Devansh. Very good. So the right move is actually queen e4. Very good, Devansh. So, okay, bishop to d5 or even bishop to e3. In both the cases, we see that we are losing the bishop. I mean, if we capture it here, the queen captures. And I think the bishop, we are preferring much more over the knight.
Now you can play the bishop from the to f4.
Yes, definitely. Now we can go with bishop f4 and slowly bring up the rook on d1. But I feel that right now it is not important to capture the knight. Okay. So we can need the bishop anytime. I mean, in near future. So that's why we are putting the bishop still and not exchanging with the knight. So white actually goes with queen to e4. It has a very beautiful plan. So we will be seeing that in some few moves. It is leading towards the queen king side, guys, with the idea of queen g4, and later he might go with bishop h6 and like this. So this is the plan of queen to e4. Okay. So slowly, white is trying to build up an attack. And you can see that this bishop on g7 is still blocked for the e5 pawn, right? So that only we are just looking for, we are getting the advantage due to this g7 pawn.
What if he tries to go for f5?
Okay, you mean black can play f5?
Yeah.
Okay, black can play f5. But now I think this n% move is possible. Someone was saying, right, at that time, n% is possible or not?
Yes.
So now we can do the n%.
Yeah, but
You see
it
that
actually a bishop up by capturing with the bishop.
Yeah, I know we can capture it with the bishop. But the thing is, the e6 pawn now become your isolated pawn. So that we might be a permanent weakness. So black, I think, don't want that, right? Till this point, every pawn structure we feel like it's equal. I mean, white is also the same similar pawn structure like black. But once we push the pawn to f5, I think n% and the e6 pawn becomes isolated. So maybe for that reason, black didn't play f5. Black goes with queen to b4. And now, what do you think? Should we capture the queen or not?
No.
E5.
No. Bishop takes d5.
Okay,
Takes d5.
queen takes d5. How is it possible?
He said bishop d5.
Okay, bishop
Yeah,
takes d5.
bishop.
Okay, fine. Bishop takes d5 be a possibility. And I can see that we can win a pawn right after that.
Yeah.
Okay, bishop takes d5, e cross d5, and then we can capture it back with the queen. But then the bishop can come up with a tempo, isn't it? The bishop can be developed on e6, and now our queen is again under attack.
But he
If we move the bishop to e6, can we move
Yeah.
our bishop to like d2?
No, bishop to d2 is not possible. Then
No,
we are
no,
losing a piece. It
yeah.
captures,
if-
and once we capture the queen, the a pawn captures us back.
Oh yeah.
So we
Yeah,
can't do
the
that.
a5 pawn is protecting the queen.
Yes, exactly. The queen is protected by the a5 pawn. So now I think we have to move our queen back. But I feel that for a pawn which white got on d5, black has enough compensation. So definitely white don't want that compensation to be given to black, right?
It's
Who
d2.
cares? We got a pawn.
Bishop
Okay.
d2.
So any other moves here?
Sorry, pawn to c3. Pawn to c3. Knight
Queen to
d5.
c3? How is it
Bishop
possible?
d2.
Bishop d2.
Yeah,
Okay,
bishop.
bishop d2 possible. Yeah,
But
bishop
can
d2 can be played.
Wait, can you play the? Oh wait, no, you cannot. Sir, pawn to
c3 doesn't
c3.
work.
Pawn to
Because of
c3.
queen takes
Sir,
b3.
pawn to
Okay.
c3.
Queen takes b4.
Knight
Mm, okay,
Pawn to
anyone
c3
should we
can't work because
exchange the
then
queens or not?
black could capture
Can
the
I
bishop.
just get this answer? Should we exchange the queens or
Wait.
not?
No,
No.
we play knight d4. We play knight d4.
Okay, okay.
I think we should
exchange the
queen.
Okay,
I said knight
some of
d4.
them are saying should we exchange the queens and some of them are not. So,
I think tonight play knight d4.
okay. Knight g5, yeah, it's possible. Knight g5, then again the queens will get exchanged. So I think before we played queen to e4, I told you, right, we are going for an attack in the king side, right, by playing queen h4. So once we exchange the queens, our attack won't be successful. So definitely after queen b4, white will try to
d4?
keep the queens on the board.
Knight d4. Like knight d4.
Knight d4, possible. Knight d4 we can play. But the knight we need in this king side, guys.
Oh.
It's
So if the knight comes to
d4 the
here,
bishop.
c4.
okay, anyone?
c4.
d4.
Okay, is anyone said bishop
Pawn
to
c3?
c4?
I said c4.
Okay, pawn c3 is not a good move.
Yeah, yes,
Whoever
I
said
see
this
that.
because the bishop gets captured.
Yeah.
Okay. So did anyone say bishop to c4? This move?
Yeah,
Yes, very
I
good.
think I heard a few people say.
Okay. So whoever
I
said this
thought
bishop
someone
c4
said
comes up to
pawn to
them.
c4.
Okay, pawn to c4 is also becoming same, right? You lose the bishop,
And
I
you
really said,
you
I
capture
heard
the
someone
knight,
say
again
that.
this pawn gets captured you back. You lost a pawn.
Yeah,
and
I
bishop
heard someone say that.
I mean, but then
Okay.
don't you have like a solid e file?
But actually right now we are a pawn down. So I don't think we should be going with this variation when we have something better, right? I mean,
Okay.
definitely we have a solid e pawn which might get promoted in near future, but
yeah, but
it's a
bishop
little
e6,
tough.
right? Doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. The bishop will come up to e6, and then it's very difficult for the pawn to get promoted. Anyway, so here white actually played bishop to c4, which is also a very good move, which is blocking the rank, I mean the in front of the queens, and
I'm
somehow
playing
it is stopping it exchanged.
I'm playing c3 next move.
Okay, yeah, next move we can definitely go with c3, correct.
But
But yes, say.
I thought next move queen h4 will be coming up.
Yeah, definitely. That is only our idea. We are blocking the queen's exchange so that next move we can go with queen h4.
Wait, I think we can build a queen trap here.
Okay, right now I think after knight to b6, the c4 bishop is under attack. Okay,
Now we
so what do you
miss-
think white should do right now?
He should play pawn to c3.
Bishop to
Pawn to
Bishop to
c3?
d2.
Pawn to
Bishop to d2.
Your bishop on
Bishop to d2, same thing. Okay, one at a time, guys.
c4 is hanging.
Okay, bishop to d2, same thing, right? The queen will capture you back on c4.
So nice
It's not
protecting
good.
us.
So how should we protect the bishop on c4? What's the move?
pawn b3.
b3.
Yes, pawn to b3. Very good.
b3.
So pawn to b3 is a very good move. It is still stopping the queens to get exchanged and also protecting our c4 bishop.
I'm going to d2 and
That
Uh,
Knight to d2.
Yes, exactly. And then the next bishop to d2 is coming up. Correct.
I think I know the next
bishop
move.
a3. No, bishop
bishop to
a3 is coming
c3.
up.
Okay, guys,
Bishop to
yes.
The bishop on a3 is coming up a pin. With,
Okay, very good. Yes, this is also a move. Bishop to a3 is coming up and it's a pin. Correct?
even
okay.
unless he plays c5, then we'll still play bishop c3.
Yeah. If he goes with c5, then we can
Yeah,
even
but-
trap the bishop, right? If he suppose go with c5, then
Yeah.
we can simply play bishop d2 and trap the queen. So the
Yeah.
queen has no squares now. So black has to solve a
True.
lot of problems here, I can see. So
But what
black
if he
decided to
plays-
capture the bishop. Yes.
But rather than weak your isolated pawns now.
Okay. It rather weakens up the isolated pawn, but somehow black needs to capture the bishop on c4. Otherwise, it is a very really strong bishop becoming later on. I mean,
Now we
next the
can,
bishop can come up to a3.
now we can
Okay.
move bishop to a3. No.
Then the
Yeah,
knight
next I think we can go to bishop to a3 later.
Knight to g5, then the queen to h4.
Yes, very good. This type of plans will be coming up. Okay, so anyway, after knight to c4, we will be capturing with the pawn, of course, because we don't want to exchange the queens.
because you're gonna have a slow attack coming up into
Yes, correct. So black now goes with rook e8. So he's stopping our bishop h3 plans. So he got out of the pin. Now white goes with rook to d1. He gets the open file. Queen to c5. And now we go with our move of queen to h4. That was our main idea.
yeah, but your e5 pawn's hanging, right?
Okay, e5 pawn is hanging, but I think the e5 pawn cannot be captured. Okay, who can say this? What will happen if we capture the e5 pawn now?
Then queen g5.
Knight g5.
Knight g5. Knight g5.
Knight g5 possibility. Okay.
Queen
Bishop a.
Anything else?
Bishop
Rook d8.
Rook d8. Rook to
Okay,
d8.
rook to d8. Okay, rook d8 is also an interesting option. Okay, did anyone say bishop to a3 or e3? I heard someone said. Okay, I can see. Yeah, Adhya, yes. You raised your hand. Any move?
So those are the answers.
If
Sorry?
you move the black bishop back to its original spot, can't you do pawn to h6 and then it can kind of stop the checkmate?
Okay. Possible that we get the bishop on e5 and put the bishop on h6. But there, I think somewhere around the queen might get a
No, I
defense.
think the bishop on h6 can go on.
Okay, right now, I think quickly, if you go with bishop h6, then our rook is hanging on a1. Right?
Yeah, but on the rook on d1 is protecting it. The next move queen
Yeah.
f6.
Okay, very good. Next
Fine.
move, queen f6 can come.
Then
So we can
bishop
say a little
e3.
compensation we have.
We can put
But-
a3.
Exactly, we
Bishop
can
to
simply
e3.
go with bishop to a3, right? This move.
But
And
yeah.
after that, let's say the queen has no squares, it can just be protected with the bishop on e5. I mean, you just play any move You have to defend the queen. Queen c6, queen b6, and we are getting the bishop in the next move.
Oh.
So it was very simple. So that's why black didn't capture the pawn on e5. Okay, I got a message from someone. A few moves when the knight captures. Okay, sure, Shivan. Where you were saying? Here, knight to
what-
c4.
Here. Can't we play
Yes.
bishop to a3 here?
Okay, no, black
No,
captures
black's
here knight
not.
c4, but now I think we cannot go bishop a3, right? The knight will
This is the
capture you back.
knight.
Yeah, so for that reason,
And you
first we have to
already
capture.
lost 2 pieces of bishop if you play.
Yeah, exactly. Correct. So we cannot go for that. So now I think black just got a defense by playing rook to e8. So now if we go with bishop a3, it doesn't make much sense. So that's why we continue with our game. Queen h4, pawn to b6. So black didn't capture it.
Yeah,
And
I was
now we
thinking
simply
of
develop
that.
our moves. Bishop to e3. Okay. It's all normal move. We are now going with the white
Queen
pieces.
e7.
Okay, no. Queen c6 has been played. Queen e7 didn't go. Queen e7 is not a good move.
Then bishop g5.
Yes, bishop g5 also might come, and might be even queen can also capture it, right? The rook captures, then rook comes to d8, bishop f8, and now we can go with bishop h6. And black is losing a piece, guys.
Oh yes,
So
that's
for-
possible checkmate.
Yeah, no, checkmate will not be possible. Let's say bishop can come to b7,
Oh yeah.
and then how to win a piece?
Then rook d1. Okay, d1.
Yeah. Bishop f8. Bishop f8.
Exactly, bishop f8. Very good. No, we can simply get bishop f8, right?
Yeah,
And the
bishop
rook
f8.
captures, and we get the rook on e7,
Yeah,
and we
but
have an
then
extra knight.
doesn't rook a d1 works?
Rook at e1 might work, but I think black will get a defense by rook to e8. Yeah. So for
But
that
it's still
reason, we
winning
have
for
to.
white by rook rook d7. Oh, never
Okay,
mind.
but here we are not getting the piece, right?
But you lost
So
to h6 bishop.
yeah, here we
I
are losing
don't
the
think-
bishop on h6. So it's not
Yeah, I
good.
don't think there's really a point in that move.
So whenever we will be getting chances or opportunities, we have to grab in that move, guys. Okay. So that we are going with bishop f8 directly. in
And
this
the
position.
rook is completely trapped.
Yeah, exactly. And the rook is completely trapped on e7. You see, nowhere the rook can go. Okay.
Nowhere.
So for that reason, black goes with queen c6. And now we go with bishop h6, as we know that we have to exchange the bishops so that we can get an entry from the dark squares. So black definitely go bishop to h8. And now we go with a very good move of rook to d8.
But bishop
So we are-
b7, right?
Yes, bishop b7 is played. Black goes with bishop b7. And now what do you think? White can go?
Rook a d1.
Rook a
Okay,
d1.
rook a d1. Everyone, I think, mostly wants to say rook a d1.
No, knight d1 on your mind.
F8.
Okay, I got a message.
Bishop 8.
Why don't we play knight d4 right now?
No, queen x d2 checkmate. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So if we go here knight d4, then it's a very good checkmate coming up from the black side. So in just one move, the result of the game just changes.
I was
So we cannot
almost
do that.
gonna say that, but I stopped.
Yeah.
I said, I did-
Okay.
to e7. Queen to e7.
Bishop F8.
Okay, before
Queen
playing rook
e7.
to d8, right?
Bishop F8.
Queen
Bishop
d7.
f8.
And then
Bishop f8.
If you take, oh wait, never mind.
Wait,
Okay,
queen
so
e7.
let me just
No, queen
let me tell you one
d8.
thing.
Has the
Before
queen
playing
d8
rook to d8,
works?
yes. Yeah, anyone wants to say something?
Eventually,
Okay.
I'll just sacrifice my queen so that it makes a better move.
Okay, sacrifice our queen. But no, that
Yeah.
is not required, I feel, right now. We will be waiting for to sacrifice our queen. Okay, so
Wait,
slowly
can
we
we
need to
move
build up
rook?
that time.
Can we do rook d8 and
Can you
And then
play
and then rook
g5
to
here?
d8? Wait,
Okay, guys. Yeah, one at a time. Yeah. So I'm getting a lot of answers, so I'm not able to understand who is saying what. Right?
First,
See,
go for
I can see
first,
total
second, third,
48
fourth,
kids have
fifth.
joined. It's too much. Okay. Yes. Can we continue the game with rook d8? Yeah. We will come back to answers. Don't worry. Still, the topic is not yet started. You don't forget the
But
topic is
bishop
king work.
B7, bishop B7 or no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rook d8 is played, bishop b7, and we protect the rook on d8 with rook a d1. Bishop comes to g7. We now come to rook to d7. So you can see we got the 7th rank of the game, and slowly we can attack on the f7 pawn later on.
White is slowly winning here.
Yeah, white is definitely slowly doing good and also building up an attack. So that only we will be witnessing.
Yeah, but our rook on A8 is not developed.
Yeah, true that the rook on 8 is not working much,
Even
and
the
it is
rooks-
just so.
Even the rooks aren't developed yet.
Yeah, exactly. So, but in compared to our rook is doing very good. I mean, they are in the so
That means
attacking side.
their partners attacking the king. Like
Okay.
every piece are attacking the king, except the
Yeah.
knight because blocking.
Correct.
Can we play our bishop to G7?
Okay, bishop g7, next move only we are going to do. So now black played rook f8 and we capture the bishop. King captures.
Sir, was
and-
knight
to
No,
G5
knight
working.
G5.
Okay, knight g5 might be working. But
Queen
right now knight g5 is not possible, guys. Don't forget this checkmate is there
yeah.
always. So we have to be very careful.
Queen to F6.
Okay. Yes. Queen f6 is possible.
How about
Queen
rook
f6 we
G4?
can play.
Never mind.
But we are keeping the move Queen f6 in our hand. Just before that, we are making a move. Okay, Yashvit, yes? You want to say something?
We have to remember that to not like move our knights, because or else there's a checkmate thread.
Yes,
Like-
exactly.
So
We have to be very careful before moving the knight on f3 because g2
How about
checkmate
queen
is
G5?
come.
How about queen G5?
Queen g5 we will play. But right now, I think there is no need to move the knight on f3.
right now, can you play the queen to F6?
Okay, Queen f6 is playable, of course. But after King g8, we don't have such a good move. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why here, before playing Queen f6, we play a nice move, which is, okay, King f1, possible Devansh. But, okay, it's not need to move the knight on f3, as I said before. So the king is safe on g1, no problem. So
Rook
white goes with a
d4?
very beautiful move. Yes, rook to d4. Who said this?
Karthi.
Okay, very good, Karthik. Yeah, rook to d4 we are playing.
And
So next move,
F4.
yes.
think
No,
the
next move I
queen-
think we are playing Queen f6 and rook to h4. This is our idea.
Helping the queen to
Okay.
get helping the queen and every
Yes.
piece dominated.
Yeah, correct. So after that, black goes with rook e8 and
Queen f6.
we all are just following you. You guys move only Queen f6, King to g8 and
Nah.
slowly we are reaching the position, guys. So now we play with h4. This is also a very nice move. White
Yeah,
is threatening to
h5
go
and
h5 and h6. Yeah, and so that he can do the checkmate.
Wait,
And now black goes with pawn h5. So
Yes, sir.
finally we have reached the position.
Rook
And
G.
now,
Rook
okay,
G.
no, not rook g4. We have to think. I'm giving you guys a little time. Try to think and let me come up with a plan that what should we do. And it is also related to the topic. We all know the topic, right? Yes.
King
King
H2.
one.
Sir, King H2.
Okay, King h2. I got quickly two answers, King h2. But I don't only want move, right? I want the plan also.
How about rook
Because
f4?
if you
Sir,
move
King
the
H.
Okay,
The King
that
H2,
one
King
at a time, one
G3,
at a
King
time, guys.
F4, and then
Yes.
King to G5, and then King to H6.
Exactly, correct. Okay, Adya is raising her hand. Yes, Adya?
You can do king to h2, but maybe you could do king to f1.
King f1, I think there is no plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
haven't
but like
seen
if you
that.
do to h2, if you do it to h2 and then you move your knight, there's still a checkmate.
No,
Actually-
we are not actually moving the knight. So we moved our king to h2 due to some other plans.
Everybody
Okay,
said
that we are going to
after-
see.
I will
Okay,
say
okay.
agree with rook d8.
No,
This
not
is
rook d8.
not-
Rook d8 we will not exchange pieces. Here, whatever pieces we have on the board, it's perfectly placed. And
Rook
this is
x7.
also
That's
restricting the black's position.
Is it rook x7?
Okay, someone said king h2, king g3, king f4 until 2 h6. Who is that? Can you please
Sir,
tell
I have
me
said.
name?
Sir, I have said. Sir,
Okay, your name
Samriddha.
please.
Sir, Samriddha.
Okay, Samriddha. Very good. That's the
Wait,
move.
did-
Excellent, Samriddha.
Wait, someone said rook x7 here. in the chat.
No, rook f7 we are not going to do. It looks like it might take place because captures we can go with queen g6. But black can simply defense, right? After rook g7, there is no check. And we simply sacrifice the rook with no compensation.
Yeah.
So we cannot do that.
And your f3 knight is lost and
Yeah, exactly. And also later on the f3 knight might be captured because it's a pin on the g5. So here we come up with the very excellent move in the position
king
which is the king to h2. So this move is the main move and the main hero of the game, we can say. Okay. So for this move only, white is just winning this game, whole game. So king h2, everyone got the plan, right? Our simple plan is to, from here, we are looking for the checkmate. King h2, king g3, king f4, king g5, and king h6. So it looks like a little bit funny, but some way black is not able to stop this idea. We will be seeing that. So first we go with king h2.
Black is just locked here. Damn right.
Exactly, black is just locked here, and there is no way that black can escape.
even black cannot even give checks to any.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, the rook on d4 is so good. Even when the king will reach on f4,
He
there
cannot
was
take,
a check on e4. So that also
Yeah,
not
even-
possible due to the rook.
Even
even
if
he
it
tried
checks,
to, he could trade by queen f5 when king g4
Yeah.
Sir, he,
be equal.
sir, he can play king to h7.
Yeah, king h7, we will be looking for that move later on. So now black tries to do something with rook c8. We again go with our plan, king to g3, rook c e8. Okay,
He's
black has
trying
no moves. He's just wasting his time. King to f4, bishop to c8, attacking the rook. And now what to do? Will you go for the
King
defense of the
G5.
rook?
King
Yes,
g5.
very good. So
King
white is
g5.
simply ignoring the rook. We go with
Yeah.
king g5.
We
King
don't
If he captures,
really
then what we
care
are going
about
to
the
do?
rook.
If he
King
captures,
King h6.
King
yes,
h6.
king to h6.
King h6.
And after that, there is no way that black can get a defense.
unstoppable checkmate.
Exactly, unstoppable checkmate.
Black queen the a or pawn and then
So he can
Which
just
rook?
play king to h7 instead of
king
wasting the move.
h7, yeah.
Yes.
The
So
rook
this is also
x7.
being played in the game. So after king g5, black played king to h7. Now,
rook
We can
my
play
second
rook
question
f7.
is that
Rook
what
f7.
we can do.
Rook
Okay,
f7.
rook f7, rook f7 we can play, but better move
Queen
rook
x
f7.
g6. Queen x g6.
Exactly, very good. Queen x g6, that's the move. So we are utilizing the pin over here, right? The pawn cannot capture us. There is a pin on h7. The king goes to h8. And now can we do a forced checkmate?
Yes.
King to h6.
Queen h6 check.
King to h6.
Queen
King
h6
to
check, king
h6.
g8. And then
f6.
Sir, king to f6.
Yes.
King to f6.
yes, king to f6.
And then queen
Okay.
g7.
Yeah, guys, can I pay a little attention? Yeah.
Take it back.
Okay.
I
Correct.
have a good
So-
move.
Okay, you have a good move. Who is this?
Take it back to kg2. After
KG2?
that move is played. No, like
How KG2 is possible?
white. The first move was the king walk. Take it back to that move, and then I think black can save it.
Where you are talking about? I think here.
One move back. Yep, here. After
Now
Okay.
RA8. R8. White can play R8. No, RA8.
No, there is no way actually around. Means whatever black goes with, white will simply go up with this plan only. Yeah, and there is no way that black can stop this idea.
Yeah, queen g6. What if the king
there's no way to stop this ID because the queen could like even when the queen goes
Yes.
to
So the king, wherever it goes, the queen, wherever it goes for the black, white is following up his plan, and there is no way. So after king to g5, let me just come up to the end part of the game. Black played king to h7. He is trying to stop it through king h6. Exactly. And after queen x g6, black resigned the game because he sees that there is no way that their checkmate is not stoppable. So black just decided to resign.
I thought
Okay.
about king h8 and king h6, but
Yeah, king h8 if plays that he definitely saw it. Queen h6 can come, king g8 and
no, I
queen
mean
h6.
king h6, but your queen's in under attack.
Yeah, so we cannot play king h6 right now. So it's a bad move. We are losing the queen.
Then
So
you have
that's
to
why
make a
here
draw.
first we have to give a check. Yeah, then we have to make a draw, correct.
Yeah.
I mean, still we are not losing. We have to make a draw like this. But okay, we are not coming to that variation because we have a better one. Queen h6 and this king to h6. So final position is this one. And okay, black just decided to resign it because next move we are facing the checkmate.
And it's a king march.
Exactly. So you look at here from king to g1. I mean, this is the position where we get the king after castling, right? We all know king to g1. From here, how the king marched up to in this square or this square.
Wait, is this
okay?
Like,
Wait,
over here?
Okay, someone is saying something, guys. Yeah.
Wait, over here,
Yes.
can't you move the queen to a4?
Queen to okay, a4 is possible. I mean, you can just capture a pawn at least. But still the same thing will happen. If you say here queen to a4, we will go with our king g3 idea only.
Yeah,
Same
and then to c2.
Why can't
Okay, king c2, let's say queen c2. I mean, here I think, okay, queen f4 is not possible. Queen f5 check might come. Maybe rook to c7. That might take place. Okay, yeah, this one, this... rook d3, then queen can capture the c4 pawn.
Rook C8. Black to play rook a8. Rook a8.
Okay, this is not a bad idea.
Rook a8.
Yeah, and then rook b8, and then they can run away with the king.
I don't know what I'm talking
but
about.
I think over here we can directly capture the c7 pawn, right? This is possible.
Yeah.
I mean, when the king is moving out, sorry, the queen is moving out, we get the pawn on c7. Simple.
Attacking the bishop?
Exactly, and attacking the bishop. And slowly we will put the other rook also on d7 and capture the f7 pawn. So this type of ideas might come.
Why is everybody saying okay in the chat?
I know. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Okay, good, okay.
So everyone just witnessed the game that how we merged up the king, right? Yeah? So did you guys enjoy?
We did. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's
So
why
can we look for another short game? Yeah. After this also
Yes.
there is one more interesting game we will be looking of King March.
And it's important to develop your pieces of it starting at square.
Okay. Okay, let me just show you just a minute. So we have completed this game. Wait a second. Okay, fine. So we are back to our board. So this game also, before we start it, let me just tell you a bit of the players. White is the very famous and the legend we all know is the Garry Kasparov playing. So few of them definitely heard about his name, right? Garry Kasparov?
Yeah,
So he was the world champion and he was the first youngest world champion he has become in the year 1985. From there, so we have picked up one game and Black is also a very strong Grandmaster. Not that famous, but yeah, he's also a Grandmaster. So we will be looking a game from there. So this game is being played in the, Black name is not that, I will say, a little hard to pronounce. So he's maybe from Cuba, I guess. I mean, Cordoba, Miguel, some name is like that. But White is Garry Kasparov, that is more important. Okay. So this game will also...
But does Grandmaster has brothers to worse? Like if they have a cousin to worse, like a big cousin.
Okay, possible. That how will I know? Possible they have brothers or something. Okay. So this game we will also be witnessing from the white side. So let us start with. We again start with the e4, and this time black
E4
plays a
is
very
It's a E4 is a popular move in the
yes,
chess.
very good. E4 is a very popular move. Even it is also my personal favorite. I also play e4.
I play
Yeah.
D4.
Sir, which variation do you normally play?
I always
Yes.
play E4 every
Okay, you
starting
always
game.
go with e4.
I
Good.
play
So I
D4.
can feel that everyone
I play
here mostly
D4.
plays with e4.
I play
King's
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
play
someone
that.
plays d4 also. Yeah, d4 is also good.
Yeah, I play
Not a bad
C4.
thing.
Trap, teacher. I got
Okay,
a
c4.
trap.
You
I
got a trap.
trap.
Okay, we will see. We'll see the trap in some
Got
other
a trap
sessions.
on
But
E4.
today we are going to see the king work. Okay.
Sir, which opening variation do we normally play in the E4?
Normally we can go with a lot. Let's say Sicilian defense, or
you
the
know,
French defense, or the king's pawn.
No, sir.
I mean this one also.
Sir, I'm,
Usually
sir, I'm saying about from the white side, sir. I'm saying about
Okay,
from
yes.
the white side. Like,
Okay, I'm getting a
sir, I'm-
question, guys. Yes, please continue.
Sir, I'm saying from the white side, sir. Like the Rui Lopez or the Scotch.
Okay, yes, it is very popular also. Rai Lopez. I mean, if black goes with e5, we go with Rai Lopez. But today's session, let us stick to our session today. It is not about discussing the openings.
I have a trap. Of
Okay, the
E4,
trap we will
E4
see. We'll see.
directions.
Later on, we will see. Okay, let us start with the game.
playing the Brazilian defense.
Okay, very good. So pawn to c5.
That's an
This
English
is the Sicilian
that's an
defense we will
English
be looking
opening.
for. Pawn e6.
Mostly I play C5 every move, but now I started
Yeah.
playing Khan defense.
Okay, Caro-Kann defense is also a very solid opening. Yeah, it starts with this one, 1.c6.
Yeah.
But this time we are going for Sicilian defense. So those who are playing Sicilian defense, so carefully look at the game and try to get some ideas from
I
here.
play Sicilian defense sometimes.
Sir, I play the Sicilian.
Okay, very good. So pawn to d4. We go with pawn captures it with the knight, knight to c6, and knight c3. So all these moves are very logical, and also it's the theory which we are seeing here. So this is the 4 knights we are looking for. I mean, you can see that all the 4 knights, I mean the 2 knights of white and 2 knights of black is already developed. Yeah, it's the 4 knights defense, correct.
Yeah.
So white captures, black also captures it with the pawn.
I'm keep on getting confused about 4 knights
Yes.
or 2 knights.
Okay. Yeah, 4 knights and 2 knights is very easy. I mean, if you see that all the knights is being developed, you call it as the 4 knights. And if only the 2 knights is developed, you call it as the 2 knights.
What if one knight is captured?
Okay. So after knight to f6, yeah, knight to c6 is being played. Black captures, and we go with e5. And the black goes with knight to d5. So all moves are very natural, all also being played in the central part. You see that
And if
all
the
the
knight
moves.
wasn't there, and if the knight was in b1, then we can simply play queen a5 check f4.
Yes, very good. So if the knight wasn't there on c3, then black would have captured the pawn like this. That was a very nice tactic, right? So still the knight is there on c3, so that white don't have to worry about. Black goes with knight d5, and we go with knight to e4. And now black just attacks the pawn on e5. So can anyone tell me that how we can defend the pawn on e5? What to do?
Bishop f4, bf4.
So how can you play bishop f4? The knight is going to capture us.
Yeah, the knight will
Oh, we
capture it.
play
Not
f4.
good. Okay, I can see Vian raised his hand. Vian?
I learned about this in my original class down in named Arya Bhakta, and I learned about the king was in f3.
We can move
Okay.
to f4.
Yeah, we will be looking into that. Yes, pawn to f4. Who said?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Who said pawn to
Someone said
f4? That
queen
was being played.
d4.
Yeah, queen d4 also we can play. This also looks a nice move. But I think after that c5 might come. For that reason, again, the queen has to move somewhere. And we all know, right, in the fundamentals we have learned, we shouldn't be developing the queen too early in the game.
Here.
Okay. So we are not means
And we
controlling the
also played
fundamentals.
in position with that.
Okay, so for that reason, we are going with pawn f4 and defending the pawn on e5. So black goes with queen b6, and now we again try to get attack on the d5 knight by playing pawn to c4. This was the move. So knight comes to e3, jumps over towards the king, and now we have to get a defend of the queen. The queen goes to d3.
I thought bishop b4 or king e2.
Yes, exactly. So bishop b4, if black gives a check, then white is going to play definitely king to e2. That was his plan, right? So now we are just quickly, we can see in move number 11 only the king work started. I mean the king's original square is the e1 square.
And bishop a6 or king f3 kind of.
Okay, who is this? Yes, can I get the name?
Karthi.
Okay, Parthi. So did you see any game on this? King e2, bishop a6, king f3?
Yeah, I saw this game in my original class at 7:30 named Raya Bhakta. Well, I already learned that.
Very good. So this is also a very popular opening which we are looking for here. And okay, this can be played. I mean, king e2, king f3, this works. And this is after the opening, we can say white might be slightly better.
96.
Okay, so this was not exactly happened in the game. So let us come to the game back quickly. So knight to e3 is being played. And after knight e3, queen has to move forward, queen to d3. Because we cannot capture, right, the knight, then the queen will come up, and with a check, in the next move, he is going to get the pawn on f4. So we play queen d3. So don't worry, I will be asking you some of the questions here also. So quickly, we are just covering up the game. Queen d3, knight comes to f5, and once again, we attack the knight on f5 by playing g4. So now, black goes with knight d4. And now what do you think?
What in the world is Bishop e3. Bishop e3.
What? Okay, bishop e3 looks a bit dangerous move to me. Because once we go with bishop e3, then the knight can come up to c2, guys. So this looks a bit dangerous.
How do you do king to d6? That makes no sense.
Knight to d6.
Somebody wrote in the chat king d6.
Okay, somebody is rolling in the chat king d6. Yeah, king d6. How is it possible? Okay, I think he meant knight. So knight starts with k, right? Okay, no. Not knight d6.
That was me.
Okay. So knight d6 we are not now we are playing. We will be looking for knight d6 in some other moves. So black trying to get something with the bishop on f4 with a check. So for that reason only we need to make a space for our king. So we go with bishop to g2. Yes?
Who wrote pf4?
Okay, we go with bishop g2 actually because some of you have said bishop to e3, which right now is not exactly. So knight c2 is coming up. So this for this tactics, we are not going bishop to e2. Yeah, if we capture, yeah, then this queen will capture us, right, on e3.
E3.
Then this bishop will be captured.
And the f4 pawn.
And next the f4 pawn will also fall off.
Excuse
I
me?
mean, the king on... Yes?
I have a question. So, you know when
sure.
the knight gives the fork?
Knight gives the fork, yeah.
So could we just like ignore it or something? Because like it's the bishop staring at the queen on b6.
But right now it's a check, right? You have to move the king.
Yeah, we could just move the king to like d1 or like d2 or something.
But, okay, so if you move the king on d1, then I think black is simply getting the piece on e3.
Okay.
So you can play king d2, yes, that is a question. But once again, we capture on e3.
Why in the world?
And if you capture with the queen, then your b2 pawn also fall off.
Why in the world?
Right?
How do you lose rook too?
Okay, so it's a bit difficult.
And then you would just develop your bishop, right? And so that like your two rooks are connected.
No, but again, it's a check, right? You are losing the rook on a1. So that's the thing. So for all these complications here, white didn't go with bishop to e3. Anyway, so the good move here white goes with is bishop to g2, which is also a nice move. Because after the
That's
check
weird.
here,
Wait,
what
why
can
did
we play?
he? Why did he not play the bishop to e3?
Yeah, that we just now discussed, right? We didn't play bishop e3 because of knight to c2. Okay. Yes. So after bishop g2.
Why didn't you play bishop?
Okay, let us continue, guys.
What?
After bishop to g2. Yeah, black played h5.
H5.
Okay, okay. Yes. Can we a little get our attention towards the game?
5 minutes.
Yeah. So after h5, we go with 1 second. Yeah, pawn to g5, correct. So we want to close up the position. I mean, right now our king is in the center. So as much position we will be keep the position closed, it will be good for us. So bishop comes to b7, and now we go with our move bishop to e3. So knight c2 comes up, and now we go with king f2. So the difference we can see from the last variation is that
But then
the bishop is already on g2.
He's gonna eat the rook. He's
Yeah,
gonna
we
eat the rook.
The queen.
No, exactly. The queen is under attack, so it cannot eat the rook. So he has to get the bishop on e3.
So he needs to eat.
Why not the rook?
No, how he can get the rook? The queen is captured, right? So knight gets the bishop on e3. We captured it with the queen.
Bishop c.
And no, bishop c5 also not possible. We have to be careful. This kind of moves, knight simply gets the bishop. So black captures the pawn on b2. So this I think we have discussed before also. But the difference is that exactly the rook on a1 is now protected. So we don't have to worry about this.
Well, then we play.
Okay, and now what do you think? White should go with.
Play rook to b.
Okay, one by one. One by one.
f3.
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute.
We can play rook to b1.
Rook to b1.
Rook to b1.
Rook king
But
f3.
it's a check, right? How can you play rook b1? It's a check.
King f3.
No, now it's a check. So,
Rook king f3.
okay, king f3. I got one move. Any other moves?
Knight d2.
Knight d2 we are not going to play because we don't want to get back with our pieces.
Someone said
Okay.
queen e2.
So,
Someone said
no,
queen
queen
e2.
e2 again, once again the same mistake. We don't want to exchange the queens because
Yeah.
we are down with a pawn, guys. So if we exchange more number of pieces, it will be not good for us. Yes, Devansh said king to g3. Very good, Devansh. So king to g3 is being played in the game. Now black goes with bishop a6. And slowly, how see that white is building up an attack. Rook to b1. Okay, pawn gives a check to the king. And we go with king h3. So from e1, we can see the king is now on h3. Like this, f2, g3, and h3, he went like this. I mean, this is also a small king walk we can see, right?
If there's no attack there, here the queen cannot come to f5.
Sir, why is
Exactly.
white intention?
Okay,
Sir, is
white's
the name of
intention,
the
you can
opponent
say
The
that.
white-
Iglesias Cordova?
The white king is exposed.
Not
White,
one by
the
one.
white king is
I
quite
know white's
exposed.
king is exposed quite a bit, but somehow black is not able to reach towards the king, right? It's not easy for the black queen or the other pieces to attack the king on h3. I mean, it's difficult. So black actually,
When will the class end?
sorry,
When will the class end?
the class ends when? Okay, let me just complete this game, then I will be saying. Okay, yeah.
Wait.
So
Some work is
after,
going on in my home. Work. So
okay,
that's
no
why-
problem. Yeah, no problem. So this video is also being there in the YouTube, so you can definitely check out from there also later on. Yes? Okay. So after king h3, now black's queen is under danger. He played queen to c2. Now another rook comes up to c1, attacks the queen to a4, and we go with queen to c3. So behind the idea of this move is this: he's restricting this kind of bishop on f8 to come up to b4 or somewhere around. And also we are looking for, let's say the rook can come up to d1 and knight goes to d6. So this type of ideas can come. So bishop to a3 is being played, and we go with rook to c2, because right now rook d1 is not possible as the c4 pawn is under attack.
Someone said the queen can take on a2.
Okay, the queen could have taken on a2, but the problem is that again
Rook
it would
A1.
become a pin. Yeah, exactly. Rook a1, and the a6 bishop might have become in trouble.
Yeah.
For that reason, he didn't go. So queen c3, bishop to a3, rook c2, and we go with bishop to e7. And the rook comes to b3.
Threatening
Okay.
a3.
Yes. Okay, not a3, because right now this rook a3 move is not possible as it will capture
Oh,
it back.
yeah.
But somewhere around the rook is threatening to go in this file or this rank sometimes.
C5. Yeah,
Yeah,
C5.
correct. C5
C5
might be
is
possible,
good
and
for
then he
A3.
goes with rook to a3. Correct. So black simply castled.
How?
And now we go with the sacrifice of knight to f6.
They're ruining the king side.
Yes? Yes, anyone said anything?
We can play C5 and then we can.
No, actually we didn't go
doesn't
with c5 because
It doesn't
we
matter
can directly.
bishop, guys. It doesn't matter if the bishop. We only care about the black's king.
Exactly. We only care about the black's king. So we are going for the attack all out, right? So in that case, if we have to sacrifice a piece also, that we will do that. So that's what here knight f6 is being played.
If you don't, then that will be bad for you.
Okay, so the pawn captures, and now by which pawn we will capture?
The
E pawn or the G pawn?
The G pawn.
Yes, very good. With the G pawn, because we want this file to get opened up so that we can bring our rook like this, the queen like this.
If you take with the E pawn, that would be bad, and black is winning now. No attack.
Yeah, exactly. If it was the E pawn, then our piece would have been gone just like this without any compensation.
Something but S1, I don't know.
Yes. So the bishop comes to c5 now, and now we go with bishop to e4. This is also a very nice move.
And
See here, we are threatening to go rook to g2.
And threatening king x8-4.
Exactly, correct.
7.
So rook comes to b8 because black is thinking of to escaping like this, right? Because he have to escape. So we capture a pawn, very simple.
Yeah.
The king comes to now f8.
Queen
We go with
G3.
rook to g2.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Threatening
And
rook G8. Threatening rook G8.
yeah, rook g8 we will be planning. Definitely we will planning after few moves. That's why we go with rook g2. And now black goes with queen c4. Now my question is that what do you think? How we can end up the game?
Rook G8. Rook G8.
No, rook g8. You are just losing the rook. The king simply captures you.
Oh yeah, the bishop.
Okay, bishop h7 possible.
C4, B.
Yes, one by one.
Queen G3.
Queen g3. Okay, fine. Queen g3 is a possible move, definitely. But there, let's say, yeah, the king
Someone
goes to
said
e8.
rook x B8. Someone said rook x B8.
Okay, someone is saying rook x b8. Okay, Akhil is saying
Sir, I
rook x
said that
b8.
accidentally.
Bishop.
Okay, no
I didn't mean
problem.
to say
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Wait a
Anything
second.
else?
I think.
So from here, actually, we can find out a forced checkmate, guys. Can we do a forced checkmate?
Rook G8. Yes.
No,
Rook
no.
B2. Rook B2.
G8.
Wait, yeah.
Okay.
So bishop h7, bishop h7.
Okay,
Queen
bishop
G3.
h7 is a very
Bishop
good idea, but
H7.
right now bishop h7 is not working because the queen will get our pawn on f4.
What if
Wait,
rook G8?
I think queen G3.
Exactly. So first,
Rook B2.
okay, queen g3 possibility. Yes, that's a very good idea.
We
But
can put
what
a
we are
rook
doing, we are first
B2.
exchanging the queens.
Oh yeah.
The bishop has to capture, and now we go with bishop h7, guys.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
idea.
We can put rook B2. Rook GB2.
No, rook b2 is when your black is not getting time.
I mean before.
Okay, I can see. Can you just mute yourself, guys?
But you can play rook C3 heading down, but the faster way to win this game is
Yeah, that
H7.
okay, that we will be seeing. But after here, this bishop h7, black goes with king to e8. And now let me see who who can just do the quick checkmate from here? There is a very nice checkmate.
Me.
Rook C3.
Okay, to G8.
Rook
Fine, the
G8.
bishop goes to F8 now.
Take the bishop. Take the bishop.
F8.
Okay,
B8.
rook takes F8,
Rook
king
B8.
captures now.
Rook G3 again. Rook
Rook
G3.
G3, Rook
King
G3.
to G3. Very good. And now see, white is also not having an extra rook, right? White is only having a rook and black is having two rooks. Still, it's unstoppable.
And it's unstoppable checkmate.
Exactly. So the rook G8 checkmate is just unstoppable. I mean, if you move the king also on E8, then also rook G8 is a checkmate. Okay.
And
And
the
just
bishop is
look at
no
our king.
longer protecting the F8.
Exactly. Because we captured the bishop with one of our rook. So there is no dark square bishop which can protect the king through bishop F8.
Yeah, but you're not king is powerful
Yeah,
for
exactly.
attacking the
Very good.
early king.
So rook G8 next checkmate is coming up. So after rook G3, black just simply
But none
resigns.
of the pieces are doing anything there.
Yeah, which one?
None of the pieces are doing nothing there.
Yeah, exactly. So none of the pieces black is just getting help. The rook on B8, the 8 rook, the C4
Yeah,
bishop,
and black
all are just useless.
And black is helping white.
Yes, exactly. Black is also helping white in some way. So just look at our king, guys. How is it? From E1, it just went through F2, G3, H3, and then captured a pawn on H4.
It looks
so
like
isn't it a
queen
very good king walk?
H4. It looks like queen H4.
Yeah, it looks like queen H4, correct. So it doesn't look like a king. So in this king walk games, so the king will be in the end will be in such kind of places where we cannot even imagine. Just like the previous game, we saw king on F6. Now the king is on H4.
If the king on
basically it should be played when basically it should be played when the opponent cannot reach the king.
Yes, of course, we have to look for the threats of our opponents as well. If we just like move the king like this, then we kind of get an attack. So we have to identify the situation and then only we should start the king walk. Okay.
Sir, can this, sir, I think that this same king walk strategy can be used in the Gedal's opening.
Which opening? Sorry?
Gedal's opening.
Okay, I need to check the move order. Oh, yeah, I think so.
Sir,
maybe it is possible. Yeah, correct. But
sir,
again,
F3,
once
F2.
again. Okay, F3, F2. Yeah, possible. But there actually, we will not be creating an attack. So king walk strategy will also include, we are also in the attacking side, right? As we have seen that in the previous game, just like that.
And if he races this move like something like rook b7, I think we can checkmate
yes,
or king
correct.
h5.
Correct.
Or like
okay. So everyone enjoyed this game as well? Yeah? How was it? That
Very good.
Yes.
In the opening also, we have seen that king F2 is coming up, king G3, king H3, and black couldn't do anything to us.
Yeah,
okay?
the black king is rude and the pawns aren't developed to
Yeah,
promote
exactly.
side.
So all our pawns on F6, E5, F4 was so good. I mean, it was just defending our king as well.
Stop preventing
Yeah, Vian?
attacks.
Yes, Vian, tell me.
That's because they were playing against Gary Kasparov. That's why.
Yeah, of course. That white was Gary Kasparov, so what else we need? The name is only enough. Okay. Okay.
To check
so
the
today
opportunity
we have
and sacrifice that, like, if it's not a good sacrifice, that means what? You gotta answer your question. Why did you sacrifice yourself without the attack coming up?
Okay, here I think we haven't seen such kind of sacrifice. At the end only they sacrifice the rook, but that is also the forced checkmate when coming up, right? So we should always see this one, that whenever we will be sacrificing something in the game, unless and until we see a proper checkmate or anything, we are winning the game. So before that, we shouldn't be do the sacrifice. Okay, so we should recheck the thing before we sacrifice anything. It can be an attack, it can be a checkmate also, or it can be a winning position, just like you getting 2-3 pieces. Okay, so I think today's session we can see here this much with 2 games. I think everyone definitely enjoyed it. Yeah.
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 Okay. And thank you so much, everyone. You guys joined it.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan.